Hello viewers, we are launching a new program called Enrich Your English. I have discussed this program with teachers, students, learners, experts. They would like me to answer 4 questions. The questions are, why English? What's the objective of this program? For whom is this program designed? And what's your message for teachers? Let's come to question number 1. English is today a global language. It's a language of international trade, science, commerce, and business. It's our international link language. At the national level, it's our official, associate official language. Therefore, English has a very important role to play. The main objective of this program is to help our learners acquire a fairly high degree of competence in English, to enable them to use English in a variety of situations. It is meant not only for ordinary learners, it's meant for a variety of learners coming from a variety of socio-economic backgrounds. And our primary aim here is to take our program to the rural and tribal belts. Children living in rural and tribal belts, they should never feel linguistically deprived. We will help them use English with a fairly high degree of competence. My message for teachers is, let your Ramu talk, let your Ramu open his mouth. It is in the process of talking that Ramu will be learning English. If he makes mistakes, don't feel upset. You can't learn without goofing, you can't learn without making mistakes. So take it as a part of the fun. It's a let's all play our roles in this fun game called learning English. As I've already said, we are going to introduce a new series of programs. The focus of this program will be on the effective use of English in a variety of situations, like a college setting, a canteen setting, receiving people, greeting people, asking for information, asking for directions, and a variety of other activities. But the main focus will be on helping learners acquire a fairly high degree of competence in a spoken English. In our first program, we are taking you to a college.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I think you've dropped a book. Does this belong to you?
Oh yes, it must have dropped out of my bag. Thank you so much.
It's okay. I'm Ajay, a first-year science student.
I'm Kaveri, BCom first year.
Glad to meet you.
Shall we take a look at the notice board?
Yes, let's do that. Where are you from, Kaveri?
I'm from Hyderabad. How about you?
I'm from Calcutta. My father has just been transferred to Hyderabad.
Oh, Calcutta, the city of joy.
Yes, really. In spite of the crowd and congestion, Calcutta is well known for its warmth and hospitality.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Do you happen to know where the Silver Jubilee Hall is?
Not exactly, but we are also looking for it. Why don't you join us?
It's very kind of you. I am Anil Deshpande from Sholapur.
I am Ajay, first year science. Meet Kaveri, first year BCom student.
How do you do?
How do you do?
I think we should be moving to the Silver Jubilee Hall now. The principal is to address the freshers at 10:30.
But how to get there? That's the problem. Shall we ask that elderly gentleman over there? He must be one of the teachers of this college.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Could you tell us where the Silver Jubilee Hall is?
Go straight down this corridor.
Yes.
Turn left.
Yeah.
You have the science labs on your right.
Okay.
Walk past the science labs and turn right. You have the Silver Jubilee Hall on your left.
Thank you so much, sir.
By the way, why are you all going to Silver Jubilee Hall?
Our principal is supposed to address the freshers at 10:30.
Oh yes. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Hello friends, please join us. May I have your attention please? Yes! I'm Anita. Hi! The president of your college union. I'm a student of BSc with maths as my major subject. I love maths, but I love cricket more. I'm in the college cricket team. I hope some of you will be joining us in the team soon. Meet my friend, Mr. Kuni Krishnan.
Hello, friends.
He's the secretary. He's in his final year BA. He's a student of literature. He not only reads poems, but also is a budding poet himself. Now meet our dynamic Vice President Ramanan.
Hi, folks.
He's from the Commerce Department. This is Sudhakar, our treasurer.
Hi, folks.
So welcome all of you once again. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, boys and girls. You're not fooling your juniors, I hope.
No, sir. We're just giving them a warm welcome.
Good morning.
Ajay, don't you think he looks very young? Too young, in fact, to be the principal of such a big college?
Yes, but he looks impressive and dignified, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to each one of you. Today, you will begin a new life. Let me tell you, young friends, life is not a bed of roses.
Well said, sir.
Oh, I am sorry, sir. We were just having some fun, sir.
I'm having some fun too.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, all of you. Dear young friends, let me welcome you all to this college and I wish you good luck. Now, you should be in your departments by 11:30.
They have really pulled a fast one, haven't they?
That was real fun.
We still have another half an hour before classes begin.
Yeah.
Shall we go to the canteen?
That is a good idea. Let's go.
Okay, chalo.
Now that our young friends are moving towards the canteen, let's have a closer look at what we have seen and heard so far. 1. Greetings. Hello, how do you do? Hi folks, nice meeting you, glad to meet you, are some of the popular forms of greeting in use today. But please remember, the correct response to how do you do is how do you do.
I am Ajay, first year science. Meet Kaveri, first year BCom student.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Then one could go on to say, how are you this morning? Fine, thanks, how are you? So the conversation goes on. Another related task is introducing yourself and introducing your friends. Let's now see how Anita introduced herself and her team to her juniors.
I'm Anita, the president of your college union. I'm a student of BSc with maths as my major subject. I love maths, but I love cricket more. I'm on the college cricket team. I hope some of you will be joining us on the team soon. Meet my friend, Mr. Kuni Krishnan.
Hello, friends.
He's the secretary. He's in his final year BA. He's a student of literature. He not only reads poems, but also is a budding poet himself.
2. Contracted forms. In spoken English, we generally use short sentences and contracted forms. For instance, I am becomes I am. Instead of I will, you say I'll. Let's look at some more examples. It is, it's, let, us, let's, do, not, don't, can, not, can't, will, not, won't. These short forms make our language sound more natural. For instance, instead of let us go to a film, you say let's go to a film. Doesn't that sound much better? 3. Asking for information. Often we need to seek information about things, places and people. How do we do this?
Do you happen to know where the Silver Jubilee Hall is?
Not exactly, but we are also looking for it. Why don't you join us?
It's very kind of you. I am Anil Deshpande from Shalampur.
I am Ajay, first year science. Meet Kaveri, first year BCom student.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Could you tell us where the Silver Jubilee Hall is?
Could you tell us where the SJ Hall is? Do you happen to know where the SJ Hall is? Now, how do we respond to such inquiries?
Go straight down this corridor.
Yes.
Turn left.
Yeah.
You have the science labs on your right.
Okay.
Walk past the science labs and turn right. You have the Silver Jubilee Hall on your left.
Thank you so much, sir.
Go straight down this corridor, turn left. You'll find the science labs on your right. Walk past the labs and then turn right. You'll find the SJ Hall on your right. 4. Making suggestions. Let's go back to the episode to see how one could make suggestions politely.
Shall we take a look at the notice board?
Not exactly, but we are also looking for it. Why don't you join us?
I think we should be moving to the Silver Jubilee Hall now. The principal is to address the freshers at 10:30.
Shall we look at the notice board? Why don't you join us? We should move to the SJ Hall now. In this unit, we have seen how to greet people, use contracted forms, ask for information, give directions, and make suggestions.
You have just viewed the first unit, that's the first program of our series. You have been made familiar with some of the language items, important grammatical points. Some of these points which have been highlighted are, how does one go about greeting people? You say hello, good morning, how do you do? Please note that how do you do is not a question. The answer to how do you do is also how do you do. We have also made you familiar with identifying people and things. You have said, I'm Rajni. I'm Mr. Prasad. I'm the principal of this college. And the third important point that we have highlighted is, how does one go about asking for directions? You can do that in a very polite way. Could you please tell me how to go to the post office in this area? Oh, of course. You take this road, turn right, then the first left, and there you are. The post office is just right near there. You can also, we have also emphasized a number of other linguistic items which will come into focus in our Unit 2, Program 2.